Okay, I'm making this video to show a bug in this new Carenado citation. I've been posting it on the forums and everything, and everybody thinks it's not a bug. They're all telling me, oh, it works fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, I got news for you. There is something wrong with it. I'll go to full screen here for you. Full screen. Now I could go to the time and trouble of showing you that this GTN 750 works fine in all my other planes, but something's wrong with it in this plane. Now I did a fresh install and it worked for a few minutes in the fresh install, but now it doesn't work again, and I'll show you what it is. If you go to Autopilot, see this nav arm? It won't go past arm. Somebody said, oh, go to your CDI and change it from V-lock and back to GPS. That'll fix it. Well, it won't fix it. Here we are in V-lock, it won't change. Back to GPS. Won't fix it. So we'll go back and make a flight plan. I'm going to erase this flight plan. Delete it. And I'm going to make a simple flight plan. First, we're in Hamilton. We're going to fly off runway 06. Straight off runway 06 is a waypoint called Boxan. So I put this in. Boxan. Where's the old X? Now that runway, that waypoint is straight off the end of the runway, straight ahead. So there's no critical turns we have to make or anything. And then straight ahead of Boxan is the airport I want to go to, which is Toronto Island. So we'll put that one in here. CYTZ. And we won't even put in an approach. We're just making a simple waypoint flight. Go to the map. There it is. Simple as can be. See? CYTZ to Boxan to Toronto. It's straight ahead. And people are saying, well, switch it to V-lock and then back to CDI. Or back to your CDI back to GPS. So okay, we did that. Turn this off. Then somebody else said, well, make sure your HSI is on GPS. Got this thing over top of it. So we go into source. There's the source. It's on GPS. There's HSI. You can put it up here to win. So we got that. So it's set the way it should be set. GPS. GPS, simple flight plan. Go to our autopilot, hit nav, arm, and that's where it stays. It won't go on. There's no way you can get it on. Somebody says, oh, well, you got to be at the proper altitude. Okay, we set the altitude for 2,100 feet, all right? We set this up. Getting ready to turn our autopilot on. We'll take a flight. Put it in flaps 1. And we'll take off.
Five 1,000 feet remaining. 4,000 remaining.
Gear up. Flaps up. Up to 2100. Ready to throw on the autopilot. Autopilot. So we got this thing on arm. Doesn't matter what I do with it. Can't get it to come on.
Hold up.
Speed over.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up.
Think rate.
Hold up.
Think rate. Too low. Think
Hold
rate.
up.
I can get that auto
Think rate.
altitude
Too
and
low.
grab it.
Think flaps. Think rate. Think rate. Too low. Flaps. 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 Too low. Flaps.
Now,
Too low. Flaps.
you look down here.
Too low. Flaps.
It's
Too low,
it's navigating to the flight
Too
plan,
low. Flaps.
but it won't
Too
go
low,
on.
flaps.
It just goes to arm. And unless it goes
Too
to
low,
arm,
flaps.
unless it goes to on, if you had a
Low, flaps.
approach set in, it will not grab the glide
Low,
slope and it will
flaps.
not descend the aircraft. The aircraft will fly over the
Too low,
airport at the
flaps.
altitude you're at.
Too low.
I can
Flaps.
try an approach button, well, there's no approach in there.
Too low.
Back
Flaps.
to nav. And there's
Low,
nothing I can
flaps.
do about it.
Too low.
V-lock.
Flaps.
GPS. See,
low,
doesn't
flaps.
work. And I got my HSI set to the GPS
Too
too.
low. Flaps.
It just won't grab it.
Too low. Flaps.
And see, it's grabbed
Low. Flaps.
the altitude, at least it's grabbed the altitude. But
Too low. Flaps.
there's some real buggy crap going on here.
Too low.
And
Flaps.
like I say, I did a fresh install, reinstall,
flaps.
and when I did a reinstall, it worked once.
Too low.
And now it doesn't
Flaps.
work. And if I was
Too
to
low,
shut off
flaps.
the GPS and go to the FMC,
Too low. Flaps.
I can't get that to work either because you can't enter anything.
Too low,
Nothing,
flaps.
nothing will enter.
Too low.
I'll
Flaps.
enter now, okay.
Too low. Flaps.
Kind of weird.
Too low. Flaps. Too low. Flaps.
I got my flaps off. Now I got my
Too low. Flaps.
speed. And you see,
Too low. Flaps. Too low. Flaps.
nothing you do with it. It won't grab.
Too low.
It won't
Flaps.
go on. And it's like I said, it's set
Too
on
low.
the
Flaps. Too
set
low.
here on the
Flaps.
nav source for the HSI, set on
Too
GPS,
low. Flaps.
set on GPS over here.
Too low. Flaps.
So somebody explain this to me because I can't get it to
Too
work.
low. Flaps.
There's something seriously wrong here.
Too low.
And
Flaps.
I have a bunch of Carenado aircraft. I got the PC-12,
Too low,
I got the
flaps.
Navajo, and they both have the GTN 750 in it.
Too
They
low,
both work like a
flaps.
dream. Why it doesn't work in this airplane, I
Too
don't
low.
know.
Flaps.
But it makes the airplane pretty useless if it doesn't
Too
work.
low. Flaps.
I wish that would shut up.
Too low. Flaps.
Try the
Too
approach
low,
over the
flaps.
airport. flaps.
low. Flaps.